Hello, everyone in YouTube land. We love our son back here as always. All right, this is something that came out of nowhere yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. It's something that popped up yesterday, and it was Capcom. I think it was just on their Facebook or something. Yeah, I read did two posts on there. They asked fans, Resident Evil fans, if, not if, they asked about a possibility of a Resident Evil 2 remake. They asked fans why they want it, why they're interested in it, and they kind of expressed interest in it too. Obviously, they know that game is great. Obviously, all the old games are awesome. But yeah, especially that game. That game really blew people away when it came out, blew me away. It's really, I honestly think it's one of the best survival horror games of all time. And, you know, it's one of those games that really defined the 90s, in my opinion, especially the mid to late 90s or whatever. This is one of those games that really do, you know, still hold up to this day, despite people talking, bashing the, to take controls and stuff like that, whatever. But it is one of the best games of all time. I have it on 64 and GameCube, but yeah, it is an amazing game. The first time I played it was on PS1, but yeah, they asked fans why they want it, and I guess pretty much basic questions, stuff like that, which is great. And you see like a lot of fan remakes and stuff like that. I've seen that. I get tired of seeing that. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It looks like they took character models of Leon and Claire out of Darkside Chronicles or something like that. It just doesn't look, obviously it's fan-made, so it's not going to look that great and polished or whatever, but yeah. And obviously it's over the shoulder like, 4, 5, and 6 or whatever, but I don't want to see a remake of this game. I really don't. That's the point of this whole video. And obviously the news or whatever, but yeah, I just don't want to see a remake of this game. I don't know how it would turn out. Will it turn out mediocre like Resident Evil Revelations 2, and maybe a mixture of Resident Evil 6? I mean, what does it look like? Yeah, honestly, I don't think I need to remake. It really doesn't. I go back to it every once in a while, every couple times a year. My GameCube version. I love the game. I think it holds up still. It's not like, the first game, when they remade the first game on GameCube. 96, 7, 8, 9. It was only, 6, 7 years old at the time, and it didn't hold up that well. So, the original, when they remade it on GameCube, it really didn't hold up, like voice acting and stuff like that. Obviously, the voice acting in all the Resident Evil games are not that great, but, they really improved it big time on, the GameCube version. And they just, who directed that game? Who directed the remake? Who's behind on those games, Well, no, yeah, the remake. Shinji Mikami. Hideki Kamiya, I forgot his name. He's part of Platinum Games now. He directed 2, I believe. Yes. They just don't have that talent anymore, at Capcom to do that stuff, I want a tank control game, I want to fix camera angles and pre-rendered backgrounds, and I want that stuff back, but I'm done with that stuff, I'm done wishing and hoping for Resident Evil to come back to its roots and that stuff, I just don't want a remake of that game. It's done, if they did, they would probably do a Kickstarter type thing, or if not, they would probably do it themselves, and it would turn out just like Resident Evil Revelations 2. I just don't know. Obviously, yeah, we're getting Final Fantasy VII remake is coming, so maybe there is hope for Resident Evil 2 remake. But at the same time, I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm happy with the game the way it is. I just don't think it really needs that. Like I said, it's not like the first game, where it just didn't hold up even after a couple of years. It just really didn't at all. Um, it had its flaws. But 2 to me is perfect. Same with 3. A lot of people want a remake of 3 also. I just don't think it needs that, I really don't. And like I said, they just don't have that talent to bring that. Is it gonna, this series has lost its identity in the past couple of years, ever since 5 and 6. It's obviously the fault of 4, even though I love 4 a lot. But now I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think RE2 deserves a remake? I know I've done this a couple times in a couple videos, but this is it. Do you guys think RE2 deserves a remake? Are you happy with the original, the way it is? So post your comments down below, and yeah, more videos coming soon, and we'll see what happens. The future of this series holds. If 7 is really coming, or who knows what's happening, or maybe more remakes, or Resident Evil Revelations 3, who knows, I don't know. But post your comments down below about this. So peace out, later, bye.